Hi, this is Taki'h.
And Timo.
Welcome to the Path of Consorts. So we're going to share with you today one absolutely key thing to do if you want to live more consciously, more lovingly, with much more presence in your relationship, and that is to shower your partner with blessings, compliments, affirmations. Of course, they need to be real because it's not just about saying, just saying something nice to please the other or make them feel good or to then get that back, okay, if I act this way, then that's how I'll be treated. But it needs to be from the heart, it needs to be real. And it's really about letting them know, giving them a mirror. Many times we might give a mirror that says, look at what you're doing. That doesn't feel good, or that, whatever. But we rarely put the emphasis on holding up the mirror and saying, look how amazing you are, or look how beautiful you are, or wow, that which you just said, or that which you just did. And I know this is something I'm particularly, I was trained in this 14 years ago. When I first started as a client to receive the type of therapy which later I trained in. This was the first thing my teacher, then my therapist, shared with me, which was, this is something you need to do for yourself and need to do with others. And doing it, showering your partner with strokes and attention and love and gifts and blessings and affirmations and positivity is the antidote, is the opposite to what most couples end up doing, which is this nitpicking, of like, some low level kind of aggressive behavior or sarcasm, this kind of like, oh well, I guess you're not gonna do that, or well, it's been 5 times now that I've, some little remarks that are just a jab, and then those jabs build up, and then this protective armor starts to build up because it hurts. But instead of that, it's like flower and flower petal and all kinds of love transmissions and sharings of love. And then instead of an armor, a garden grows, a sacred garden between you and your partner. And to also be able to receive that, because sometimes to be on the receiving end can be quite also a test, can challenge, like, am I worthy, can I let that really in, instead of like, oh, no, I've, somebody's complimenting, or your partner saying how wonderful the meal was. Oh, actually it was too salty, I burned it, or whatever, dismissing, like I'm throwing off those rose petals, I'm throwing off those blessings. No, to be able to really allow that into the heart, and to have that as a key to support you in your relationship, to flower in a garden of love. And for that, you need to be planting seeds daily. I mean, I know that in previous relationships, I didn't do that. And so I didn't flower, I didn't get to play in a garden of love, basically. And in this one, I'm like, I don't know how many times a day, every day, at least 5, 10 times, 20, I don't know, that I'm showering him with all kinds of blessings and love. And then also I'm on the receiving end. And some people shower, like me, I shower very much with words. I say things. And I know Timo, he showers with touch. His touch is telling me, also his eyes, but the way he holds me, the way he just is reaching out for me. I know this is his expression of shower of love. So it might be that you're not necessarily doing the showering in the same way, but it doesn't mean that you're not showering. So to also be able to understand that about each other. Also, one of the things I love to do is give surprises. And so, sometimes I'll come up with some surprise, and that's not necessarily his way. It has become more so, but and that's fine. That I'm not expecting him to be me. I just want to give. I'm a river flowing of love, and I'm continuously showering from when we wake up till we go to sleep in different ways.
Yeah, and for me, it was actually, as she said, it was hard to receive those showers because one of my wounds was I'm not good enough, and I had a little bit of distorted body image, and growing up late, having puberty late, I didn't like my body. I didn't like a lot of things about me, and then starting to hear these compliments on a daily basis was first like, what is she talking about? And it was hard to receive, but then I guess it starts to go under your skin. It started to like, yes, I started to see that yes, it's actually true what she's saying, and that started to heal the wound. And it's a very, very beautiful way of turning the whole atmosphere of everyday relating into a positive, and that we bring out the positive things, and it's amazing. It's I really love it. Yeah.
And just like you said, if you're told that you're ugly since you're little, or by your partner, or that you're clumsy, or that you're, um, you know, inconsiderate, or that you are inarticulate, or whatever, um, jab. If you're told these kinds of things on a daily basis or repeatedly, you will eventually start to believe them, or you'll, if you stay in that relationship. Not talking about when you were a child; those of course you will believe because you were a child and you didn't know any better. But even as an adult, in our relationships, sometimes we are in relationships which are toxic, and they or in some subtle way they're pushing, making us smaller, or putting us down, or
Mm.
feeding us poison. These nitpicking, this little, you're always late, or you're messy, or you're forgetful, or these things, and instead to support each other to rise by showering with love, affirmations.
Mm.
So this is an absolute must, if you want to dive deeper in the path of consorts and the path of relating consciously, and of having a more loving and more present relationship with your partner, is to be able to shower and to be able to receive the blessings of love in whatever way you you can do that, and to have the range, not just, I don't mean the way it's delivered, but what is delivered. Because if you're just always showering that this person is beautiful, and that's wonderful, but what about all their other qualities? And it helps you then be able, what we call love lenses. So we wear literally love lenses, like people wear glasses, and and sometimes the showers come much more intensely, and then we just say, oh, I have my love lenses on, because the more I can see the magic and the
Mm.
amazingness and the beauty and the love and the
Yeah.
things that I admire about my partner, and articulate them or express them in some way, the more I can be, in that truth that this is what this person is. I say it or I express it, then I get reinforced with that too, that this person is these things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You create your reality.
That's right. Thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you.